Hi, welcome to part number 2. We will put this bike together again and hopefully start it. The injectors are tested, and my main concern with the injectors were them leaking, but they were perfect. The spark plugs, really bad. Changed them for new ones. The wires looks good. You never know. The coils, I don't know, but I think with the injector testing and the new spark plugs, we can try to start it. If it acts the same, I'll dig into the spark wires and the coils. So yeah, that will be it for this video. I will get this thing together again, and hopefully we will hear some nice V4 750 exhaust notes in the end of this video. So hang on. Just a little note, I experienced it the hard way, had to do it twice. When fitting this air filter box, the lower part of it, make sure that the hose that goes through the breather tank on the valve cover and into the air box, that this get fitted first. So you put this on and you just slide it that way. Makes it more easy. You cannot get this on afterwards. So here we have the two map sensors. One for the front cylinders, one for the rear. Why there is two, I don't know. But maybe it's like a self-check function. I'm not sure. Then you have a lot of vacuum lines coming up. This is the lines for each throttle body on this side, and these are for this side. And then you have the vacuum line from the there's a more like a valve on top here that puts hot air from the engine compartment into the engine when it's cold, and it switches over and uses the fresh air intakes when it gets hot. You have the connections for the fuel pump in the tank and the gauge, and this is for the map sensors. Yep, okay, carry on. Got the airbox together now, looking shiny and fresh. And this is the vacuum valve I told you all about. It has a little actuator that's controlled by the vacuum line, and goes down to a solenoid that controls if it gets vacuum or not. And it has a little flap inside here that will either make it suck air through this little opening. I'm guessing that is the warm air intake, taking all the warm air around the engine and underneath the tank. And then when it warms up, this one opens and it can suck through these air vents in the gas tank. So now it's tank time. Put back the fuel tank, tighten the banjo bolt, fitting the connections, the return line, and some ventilation hoses, and then we'll try to fire it up. Okay. Tank is back on. All the connections are hooked up, and it's looking great so far. I will now try to turn the ignition on and pressurize the fuel system, look for leaks, and if everything looks good, we will try to crank her over. Yeah, and the battery will be nice. I'll put it in right back. And just like that, the battery is in place. Okay, let's cycle through the fuel pump a little bit. You can hear it pushing fuel. and I'm gonna look for leaks and use my nose if I can smell anything. But it looks quite good. It's totally dry down in the valley, and it doesn't smell like fuel. So I'll think we're pretty safe on this one. Shouldn't be any leaks, but you never know. Yeah, looks good. I'll try to start it up. I will relocate the camera so you can get a view of the startup, and yeah, be right back. Okay, I think you can see quite good now. I will open the port a little bit, just for ventilation reasons, like this, and we will try to fire her up. Okay, here we go. That's a great sound. Back. Sounding good. All right. So I just filled back the coolant, and she's like half warm now. Just listen to how easy she starts now. Ignition on, and we'll start her. No throttle, just the button. Perfect. Really satisfying. Having her cough and shoot flames and not been able to start at all, and now she just fires right up. Just as it should be. Okay, thank you, great success. See you again on the next one.